which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Summers, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Benberry, Ms. Gracilius,
Here.
Mr. Morrison,
Here.
Ms. Shramke,
Here.
Mr. Shadle,
Here.
Mr. Wade.
Here.
As is our custom every year, at our first meeting in January, we have an election of officers. So at this time, I would call upon Mr. Summers to take over the chair so that he can facilitate that election.
I'd like to open up the floor for nominations for chair for 2014.
I'd like to nominate our vice chair, Ms. Gracilius.
Second.
Is there any other nominations?
I move that we close the nominations.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Ms. Shramke,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Mr. Wade.
Aye.
Thank you.
New chair.
Thank you.
Yes. Very good.
I would now open up, I move that we open the floor for nominations for vice chair.
Madam Chairman, I would like to submit Lorraine Shramsky's name, please.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? I would entertain a motion that Ms. Shramke be, that nominations close and Ms. Shramke be elected by acclamation.
So moved.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Gracilius,
Aye.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Mr. Wade.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, moving right along to our first item of business. We need to approve our minutes. Shramke.
I move that the reading of the minutes for December 16, 2013 be waived and that the minutes of said meeting, as prepared by the secretary, be approved as written.
Second.
Thank you. Second by Wade.
Ms. Shramke,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Ms. Gracilius,
Aye.
Mr. Morrison.
Aye.
All right, moving along to our first item of business. Mr. Morrison, I believe you have the J&L Boutique.
Yes. I move that a resolution entitled "A Resolution Constituting the Final Report of the Paducah Planning Commission on the Proposed Amendment to a Development Plan for Property Located at 2745 West Park Drive" be removed from the table.
We held it from our last meeting to a date certain, so it does need to be removed from the table before we can consider it.
Second.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Ms. Shramke,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Ms. Gracilius,
Aye.
I move that a resolution entitled "A Resolution Constituting the Final Report of the Paducah Planning Commission on the Proposed Amendment to a Development Plan for Property Located at 2745 West Park Drive" be adopted.
Second.
Thank you. Second by Shadle.
I think y'all had some questions
We did.
about some of the signage that's up there on the pictures. All that signage is coming down, and there'll just be one sign. And I believe the contractor is here for any other questions y'all may have.
That was the primary question that we had from the last meeting, was whether those smaller signs that were on the picture would be removed.
Temporary banners
Okay.
is what's up there now, and they're wanting to put a permanent sign up.
So everything would come down except for the one sign?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other
I
questions?
I just have one comment. We appreciate you being here. Sometimes we seem to stall things because we don't have someone to ask a question of, so thank you for being here this evening.
Had I known that I needed to be here last
Sure.
taking this long. And, you know, I'm new to Paducah.
Well, thank you for being here.
Some of the codes and everything, so.
No, mine was more of an apology that I hope we didn't delay you too much, and appreciate you being here.
As far as the sign maker goes, you really don't. It's the business owners that wants to have grand openings and things that, they're the ones that kind of, you know, and they come back to us, well, what do we do? And I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Are there any other questions? Call the roll.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Ms. Shramky,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Ms. Crecilius.
Aye. Mr. Wade, I believe you have a Perkins Motorplex.
Yes, Madam Chairman, I move that this commission recommend approval to the Board of Adjustments regarding the application of Perkins Motorplex for a conditional use permit to establish a car dealership in the Zone B1 located at 3020 Park Avenue.
Second?
Mr. Shadle, second.
I believe you have a copy of the site plan in front of you. It is preliminary, not final, because we're just at the conditional use stage right now. Most of you, I'm sure, are familiar with the property. It's the old Moose Lodge building across from Noble Park. Mr. Perkins is here. His proposal is to put in Perkins Motorplex, which he already has businesses in Nashville and Murray and Mayfield. This one, he is in the process of totally renovating this existing building, so the building will stay. It will be the same building as you see, other than it will, of course, have a facelift to it, different frontage. The inside, I'm sure, I haven't been in it, but he can probably tell you more about it. The outside, of course, will have new lighting. It will also have areas where he'll have vehicles parked for sale. There'll be new striping. There'll be some new landscape areas put in. The back of this piece of property is, once you get past the asphalt and the chain link fence, is all grass, and it's just vacant, which at this point, that's what it's going to stay. And that's the area that's adjoining the past the alley, which is residential. But, I mean, none of that area is to be improved at this time. So we're just asking the existing part that's being used as the Moose Lodge, which is a one-story building and has asphalt around it, that he's going to use the existing surface and the existing building as well. Now, Mr. Perkins is here if you have any particular questions as far as his business or as far as what he's going to do inside, because I don't know that, but it is going to be a Perkins Motorplex. He has 3 of them that I know of, and they're all very good-looking buildings, good-looking sites. So right now, this is a vacant building and vacant parking lot, and that's what it is. So this should be an improvement, big improvement.
All access will be from
Park Avenue.
Park Avenue.
He's got 2 existing entrances there, and he intends on using those, not asking for any other entrances.
And will this strictly be a sales facility, or will it be parts and service, or?
I'm not for sure. He can answer that question, though.
I'm sorry, your question?
Is it primarily just a sales facility?
Oh, yes, ma'am, it will be only sales.
So, okay, so there's no parts and service involved?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am,
Okay.
we do that out of Mayfield.
Okay. I asked that for traffic count.
Signage be limited to the building itself, or?
There'd be a freestanding sign out front, similar to the other signs up and down that street. To my knowledge, the signing on the front would be a kind of the channel letters. We're going to come out with a new facade in the front, and we'd have our logo up on the building. And then there'd be one freestanding sign out front near Park Avenue. But completely renovated. New lights, new asphalt, new landscape areas.
And I'm assuming you are planning on putting some screening up at the back of the property where it abuts the R4, correct?
Yes, ma'am, and alongside of Golf Mart, and then there's a building to our left.
Yes, yeah.
And until someone redevelops that structure, we're going to put a vinyl fence to conceal that as well on the, if you're looking at the building, be on our right side.
Currently, at the rear of the building, there's chain link fencing between that and the residential,
Yes, ma'am.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that will remain with the chain link fence?
No, we would be the white vinyl, I guess.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I guess it would almost like a 6-foot
That's not-
panel vinyl fence to conceal the back. We would also run that along the Golf Mart property, up near the front, and then on the other side as well. Very similar to what CFSB has done down past us there, around their bank, where it closes the corners of the property.
Other questions?
Excuse me, yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
There was something in here, and rather than read over the paragraph on parking and the R4 zone, sir.
I think the comment was there that that's allowed back there, but I don't think they're applying for that.
Okay.
Right now, it's the condition that
Thank you.
I talked with Mike briefly about that. That can be used for employee or office parking, but not as part as the actual sales lot.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Ms. Shramky,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Chair Cresilius.
Aye. Mr. Shadle, I believe you have the Brockenborough,
Yes.
please.
I move that this commission receive and file the application of Bruce Brockenborough, Ann McNeely, Madison Condominium LLC, and Madison Investments, Inc., for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 618 and 620 Madison Street and 332 North 7th Street. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second. Thank you. Second by Shramky.
Essentially, this is a existing 9-unit, excuse me, condominium building. Our client is going to subdivide it into 3 separate parts, each consisting of 3 units. He's going to retain the units on Lot A. He's going to sell Tract B, and he's going to put Lot C into a new condominium regime. And the units in B are actually not developed yet.
May I ask?
Please.
Where's parking for these units?
I believe it's on the street parking.
Question?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
As a side note, anytime a proposal comes before you where you have an existing structure and they're proposing to put a property line in that structure, one of the first things that we do at staff level is send that down to our fire prevention division, and they look at it to make sure the proper fire separation and everything's been met. That has been done with this case, and they have approved it, just for your own knowledge.
Thank you. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Ms. Shramky,
Aye.
Chair Crecilius.
Aye. Ms. Shramky?
I move that this commission receive and file the application of Linda Jenkins for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 1436 Park Avenue. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Shadle.
This is a simple retracement and abolishing interior property line. As platted, there was originally a 50-foot lot and then a 10-foot lot. They were under the same ownership. They were both sold through a few sales through urban renewal and purchase area housing, and now to a private owner, Ms. Linda Jenkins, and the desire is to retrace the boundaries and eliminate the little 10-foot lot that adjoins it. So we've retraced the boundaries and we're abolishing one property line, making, instead of a 50 and a 10-foot lot, one 60-foot lot.
Just for my information, I've never seen a 10-foot lot before.
Wondering
was-
how that got to be.
Yeah, exactly. How did that happen, or do we
Well,
know?
there's
Do we have any
a
idea?
lot adjoining it because it's 40.
I see, okay.
So I don't know if somebody built over it and that's how they did it, but it's really more of just cleaning up the property there. Not changing, just getting rid of the property line.
Any other questions? Call the roll, please.
Ms. Shramky,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye. Aye.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Chair Crecilius.
Aye. Thank you. Mr. Morrison, I believe you have the Fraternal
Yes.
Order of Eagles?
Thank you. I move that this commission receive and file the application of the Fraternal Order of Eagles for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 847 and 853 Bethel Street. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Shadle.
Eagles Club owns several lots in this area. This particular area bounded by Bethel Street and two alleys is 5 lots. We've retraced the boundaries of those and are abolishing the interior property lines to create one contiguous tract. I think that's in preparation for some future development, which we're not aware of yet.
Is the property currently vacant?
Yes, it is. It has some picnic shelters and
Right.
stuff like that on it, but it's just a grassy lawn.
Any questions you'd like to ask? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Ms. Shramky,
Aye.
Mr. Shadle,
Aye.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Chair Crecilius.
Aye. Thank you. If there's no other business to come before the commission tonight, we stand adjourned.